It's time for the Showdown! What is up, everybody? Dishnet 34 here, welcoming you to tonight's episode of the This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown. We have a nice episode for you today. This is episode number 69. Man, we have done that many of them. Straight up. No suit. The suit is only for Master Series. And any special events tonight. Is that Disher Tony the Tiger? Hey, I mean, I like this shirt. I've had it for a long time. I like it. It's one of my favorites, you know. But man, tonight is a good night. I have power back on in my house after some storms that passed through my neck of the woods last couple of days. It's perfect. It's absolutely incredible. Woo! Man. So we have 255 teams competing tonight for a wonderful grand prize tonight. Guys, this is the best way to end a week if you are an out of the park baseball fan. So come on, tune in. This is gonna be fun. All right, let's go to the game screen. Let's see what we got going on tonight, because we got plenty of stuff to do tonight. So tonight's first place prize tonight. Oh baby, it's great. First place, second baseman Cupid Childs from the 1892 Cleveland Spiders. Whoo! That's a really good second baseman card. Not sure how it fits into the meta anymore, but it's still a wonderful card to get if you win this tournament. You can play it darn near anywhere. Darn near at any level at second base. You will be set for a while. Second place gets you a special edition catcher, A.J. Pierzynski from the 2006 Chicago White Sox. Third and fourth gets you a really good gold SE card, first baseman Dave Magadan from the 1990 New York Mets. That's going to be something else right there. Fifth through eighth gets special edition left fielder Stan Musial from the 1962 St. Louis Cardinals. Not the new Musial that dropped last night. No. This is a good gold SE card that we got for you in 5th through 8th place. And 9th through 16th tonight is going to get special edition shortstop Dave Brain from the 1904 St. Louis Cardinals. It is one of the more funky cards that I kind of enjoy in the SE ranks. Yeah, Mike ABC is right. Dave Brain is such a fun card. If I draft him in Perfect Draft, I usually play him at third, because he has better position rating over at third than he does at shortstop. And Dave Brain definitely has the sprinks, straight up. So let's take a look at my team here real quick, just so we know what we got going here. It was a little bit of a rough draft last week, not gonna lie to you, but we did get some good bats. But let's go through the pitching first, just to see what we got going on tonight. So pitching wise, we have Double Duty Radcliffe as our number one, and if Double Duty Radcliffe's your number one, I'm already in trouble tonight. Bill White is my second guy in the rotation. Ground ball guy, 85 movement, not bad, but still it's gonna need a lot of work. Jesse Hahn's my number 3. Got Chris Haney as our number 5. Jason Marquis as our number 4. We got a lot of ground ball guys in this rotation. Bullpen, not much different. Vinny Cholk, Jalen Cisco, Red Evans, Gene Garber, Seth Lugo, Mel Rojas, and Casey Jansen. Good hitting beats good pitching. We'll have to see. Well, that's just peachy. We'll have to see. We will have to see. Oh, yeah, this is the softball lineup. Yep. Catching, Johnny Bassler. Because Double Duty is going to be our backup. I can tell you already, I am 100% not going to have a good time with this tournament tonight. Not going to have a good time with this. I am not going to be surprised if I'm eliminated in the first round tonight. First base, got Jim Northrup over there, as well as Chick Gandil backing him up. Second baseman was our perfect pick. It was Bobby Grinch from the Baltimore Orioles. So double duty is my SP1. Yes, he is also my backup catcher. This is not a good combo, guys. This is not a good combo. So yeah, Bobby Grinch at second. Then we got our good buddy Deacon White over at third. Connor Joe backing him up. Then shortstop, Phil Rizzuto with John Beckwith backing up over there. And in terms of the outfield, we drafted 6 of them. We got Bip Robertson left. We got Dom DiMaggio in center. Willard Brown is in right. Paul Lehner, Michael A. Taylor, and Charlie Meade backing up today. So it's a rough. It was a rough draft. Not gonna lie, it was not a good time last week. Hopefully, with the new franchise heroes cards that dropped last night, maybe, just maybe, we could get some of those in our next perfect draft, which will be coming up later tonight. All right, guys, time for that thing y'all love so much. It's time to meet the 255 teams that will be competing for tonight's grand prize of Cupid Childs. Let's meet them in the roll call. We have the Moline Maroons taking on the San Antonio Saints. We'll have the Toronto Peregrines getting a week 1 bye, as the Hong Kong King Kong did not draft a team in time. The Narragansett Loggers will be taking on the Ottawa Hammerheads. The Outer Omega Tipsy Pigs will be taking on the Carolina Legends. The Bethesda Nationals will take on the Edinburgh Diamond Devils. The Paulus Hook Bombay Cat will take on Descartes' Evil RN Demon. We have the Stravic Kangs taking on the Carmichael Werewolves. And then we have that matchup over there. The Lakeshore Little Gloves are going to be taking on the Houghton Pines. The Muleshoe Meerkats will be taking on the New Bedford Whalers. Chico's Bail Bondsmen will take on the El Dorado Aztecs. The Alston Wolf Spiders will face off with the Shangri-La Dragons. Then we have the Boston Bricks taking on the Baton Rouge Redbats. The Massachusetts Master Batters will be taking on the Orlando Orange Kings. The Scots Tots will be taking on the Silver Moon Mystics. The Evanston Eagles will take on the Los Angeles Sharks. The Charlton Killer K's will take on the Challenger Deep Walshes. The Washington Patriots will be taking on the Egyptian Mummies. Moving on down the list, we have the Seoul Lolcats taking on the Astro Plain Bugs. The Federal Way Freeloaders taking on the Chicago Juniors. The Panama Canal Rumsters will be taking on the Bridgewater Banana Slugs. The Dreams will be taking on the Westerly Paws Ox. The Soda Springs Titans and the Norwich Navigators will both be getting first round byes tonight. Moving on down the list, the Falstaff Fiery Furnaces will be taking on the Chesterfielders. The Burlington Pastures will take on the Narsh Returners. The Paulus Hooks Abyssinian Cat will take on the Thedford Lumberjacks. The OK Airbuds will take on the Mongol Horde. The Hobart War Swans will take on the Rolling Meadows Counts. The Providence Knights will face the San Antonio Golden Bears. Moving on down the list, the Mississauga Night Shadows will take on the Leominster Blue Raiders. The Ajafel Eldfall will take on the Everett Aqua Sox. The Chino Chin Music will face the Jeju United. T39 will take on the Crystal Lake Fart Squirrels. Sundown Caps will take on the Bedlington Terriers. The Bad News Bears will face the Winnipeg Go Jets Go. The Atlanta Gamers will take on the I Am Old and Slow. The UCLA Bruins will take on the Castleberry Droid. The Los Altos Undertakers will face the Manchester Camels. The SSP Sugar-Free Rockstars will take on the Possum Spring Smelters. The Virginia Tech Hokies will face the Pittsburgh Irates. The Chicago Whales will take on the Golden Bananas. The Kincardine Kings will take on the Blanton Bourbons. The Irvine Slavs will take on the Vancouver Asahi. The Snow Weasel will take on the Adidas Nylon Pants. The Island of Catan Road Builders will face the New York NY Metros. The Pack-Only Llamas will face the Southington Gala. Flad Junior Slash Lines will take on that team right there. The Kentucky Colonels will face off with the Whalers. The Windy City Summoners will face the Rail Unjustifieds. The Meta Knight will take on Taylor Swift. The Fargo Snowbirds will face the Burlington Big Stick. Charlie's Champs will be getting a first round bye tonight, while the Aragon Crown will face off with the Andy Messersmiths. The Diamond City Tourists will be taking on the Connecticut Cottonmen. The Fairburn Flames will take on the Castroville Mashers. The New York Bisons will take on the Mayo Sandwich. The Conroe Skeeters will take on the Armstrong Cheese. The Chernobyl Stalkers will face the Hasselberry Hounds. The Westlock Golden Retrievers will face the Seldom Seen Cardinals. The Kansas City Rack-A-Ribs will face the Richmond Ducks. The Game 7 Anxiety, well, he won't have Game 7 Anxiety because there's no such thing as a Game 7 here in this tournament, will face the Woodgate Aston Villa. The Vegas Velocity will face, well, actually, no, they're going to give a first round bye to the Metropolis Slipnuts, who drafted a team while Vegas did not. The Waffletown Syrups will face off with the SLC Punks. The Biloxi Cove Billy Go Billy Clubs will be getting a first round bye tonight. The Humboldt Green will face the Mr. Teddy's Cuddle Brigade. The Harlem Jazz Cats will face off with the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Frankfort Fighting Falcons will face the Austin Dark Horses. The Melmont Leeches will face off with the Westminster... Wait! This isn't cricket! The Indianapolis ABCs will take on the Asbury Springboks. The Underground Turtle Bears will face the Motown Tigers. The Cool Cats will face off the Mar-a-Lago Super Spreaders. Moving on down the list, the Pete Webbers will take on the Hutto Hippos. The OC Corn Dogs will face the Champion City Mystery Men. The Los Angeles Terminators will face the Humongous Melonheads. The Inconsiderate Strangers will be getting a first round bye tonight. The Duluth Pilots will take on the Gotham Knights. The Bismarck Patriots will face the RIP Tigers. The Motown Hitmakers will face the No Money Juicers. Plus Ultra will face off with the Miyokumura Kuma. The Boise Hawks will take on the Garfield Normals. The Long Beach All-Stars will face the Los Angeles Vibes. The EVC's Banshees will take on the Alamogordo Fat Men. The Montreal Expos will take on the Columbia Tigers. The Letterkenny Irish actually will not be getting the Prospect Park Pirate getting a first round bye tonight. The Canberra Jackals will face off with the New York They Might Be Giants. The Fantasia Firebirds will take on the Porto Johns. The Wash Park Rangers will face the Park Ridge Clowns. Gurren Lagann will take on the Pawtucket Eagles. The Dog River River Dogs will take on the St. Louis Cardinals. The Happy Hippies will take on Soul Twins 3. Philly Fanatics Phillies Legends will take on the Minnesota State Screaming Eagles. The Miami Mushrooms, our good friend Sergeant Mushroom, is getting a first round bye tonight. The Bleacher Creatures will take on the Green Giants. The Finneytown Flames will take on the Hampton Jumbo Shrimp. The Paris Bulldogs will take on the Woodstock Monks. The Inglorious Batters will take on the Monterey Goats. The Montgomery Giants will take on the Lavender Town Soul Stealers. The Strickland Propane will take on the Montgomery Biscuits. The Toronto Golden Knights will face the Philly Typhoon. The Providence White Mice will face the Ben Salem Man Witches. The Etobicoke Heads Estate will face off with the Used Chickens. The Traveling Tumbleweeds will face off with the Erie Drearies. The Carnegie Melons will face the Cincinnati Silverbacks. The Orange County Mega Chads will take on the Pullman Predators. The Nashua Dodgers will face the Virginia Hunters. Duke's Dastardly Dancing Dolphins will face off with your Battle Creek Maple Syrup Cartel. Dinosaur Bob and the Pimlico Pirates will face off with the Texas City Thunderbats. The Louisville Trash Pandas will take on the Newark Bears. The Shakopee Six Packs will face off with AGB2GB2. Jimmy's Ballers will take on the Silicon Valley Outlaws. The Colorado Grizzlies will face the Long Beach Usual Suspects. The Jacksonville Jackrabbits will face off with the Minnesota Twinkies. The Florida G-Men will face off the Mid-City Magicians. The Lowell Padres will take on the Mount Lebanon Shakers. J-Pax Mad Cats will face off with the MJ Schnooks. The Port Rupert Mondays will face the Beast in the East Alamo. The Arbutus Aztecs will face the Chattown Zozus. Home Buddy House Dad will take on Scarborough Tigers. The Toronto Irish will take on the SGCTC Brocs. The New Zealand Breaks will face off with the Kentucky Hilltoppers. The Kitchener Rage will take on AGBGB. The Dredge Bag of W's will take on the Goldfield Jackrabbits. The Rocky Mountain Gladiators will take on the Tucson Warthogs. The Fortune Isle Foxes will take on the Chico Nuts. The King Hades will face off with the Syracuse Sauce. The Castleberry Storm will face the Vista Tartans. And finally, Backseat Gaming will be taking on the Eugene Emeralds. And those are the teams that will be competing in tonight's This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown. And don't forget, later on tonight, we will have Call Your Shot. We have 30 packs, including, look at those right there. Couple of diamond packs right there for the taking. Oh, baby, that's going to be some fun ripping tonight. See, that's what happens when you have all the Franchise Heroes 2 missions complete. And you get like 60 diamond packs. Save 2 of them just for tonight. They're still letting you do this after the Kershaw incident? Yes, they are still letting me do this after the Kershaw incident. 100%. Looking forward to more Beavers? We'll see about that. But we have 2 diamond packs tonight. Should be a fun time. Let's go ahead and take a look at our opponents just for the heck of it. Duke's Dastardly Dancing Dolphins, owned by Dukeston 1. Not going to rip all 60? That's because I did 58 of them last night on my own channel. You can go watch that. The VOD is still available. Let's take a look at their roster real quick. See what they got. So Orville overall, it's going to be their ace tonight. And if they make it to the second round, which they probably will, they're going to have Roy Oswalt going for them. Then they got Marcus Stroman, Bill White, and Fred Anderson in their rotation. Interesting. Bullpen-wise, Jordan Hicks, Mike Holtz, Larry Lubbers, or however, I think it's Lubbers. Brandon Lyon, Horacio Pena, Steve Rosser, and Mark Eichhorn, rounding out the bullpen. Mo Berg and Jonathan Lucroy will be behind the plate for them. Oh, trust me, guys. That was not as egregious a situation as when we had perfect packs to pull about a couple of months ago. Learned my lesson with that. Infield-wise, interesting play here. They're going with Paul LaDuca over at first base, not a catcher. Interesting selection there. He does have some sprints at first base. So that's actually decent play. David Fletcher they'll have listed as second base. Garth George over at third. Then shortstop, they're playing Jackie Robinson at shortstop. Interesting choice there. We'll see how that goes for them. Got Danny Thompson backing up Dylan Moore as well. In the outfield, they got Adam Komorowski, Ronnie Dawson, Mike Krivich in center. Willie Tasby also in center field. And then right field, they got Reggie Williams and Rusney Castillo. So some good stuff there. The defense worries me on this team, because I'm usually not good against strong defensive teams. So we'll have to see what happens. Hopefully, maybe miracles can happen. Nathan Evaldi paid for my kids' college. Yeah, some tape. You know what? Perfect points? Hey, they're good. They're good if you have them. You had me I'm usually not good. Yeah, that's usually the case. Yeah. Oh, man. So, let's see. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully y'all are having a great week so far. Hopefully y'all are enjoying the new Franchise Heroes 2 stuff that came out last night. That was some good stuff that came out last night. Not gonna lie to you. Gorgo, once again, Joe Morgan, my Jackie will move to short. Pop will back him up there. J-Roll will be the casualty. Interesting. Hey, that's not bad. I mean, Jackie can kind of sort of play short. Might not be the ideal situation, but certainly Jackie can play short. 95 range isn't terrible. Could be a little better for shortstop, but you know what? Hey, that's your team. You do what you do what you want with it. It's your team. That's a good thing. Anyone had bad luck at Diamond Perfect with 99 Simba at short? I've gotten really good defense from Mr. Andrelton Simmons. But honestly, if you're honestly, I think the prevailing thought is that you're not necessarily playing Andrelton for his bat. You're more so playing him for his defense. And really, defense at shortstop is almost all that matters. And hitting's a bonus. But yeah, if you have Andrelton, I liked Andrelton. He's hit a little bit for me. A little more than I expected, to be quite honest. But Pop's the current starter there. Okay. Yeah. Hey, not giving up that bat. Hey, that's not bad. That's a good bat. It's a really good bat. I still have it at second base in my team, so we're gonna figure that out come Sunday with the Perfect Team Weekly Prep. We're gonna figure something out with how to incorporate the new Franchise Heroes 2s onto my main team. Andrelton's good on the right team, but he struggles versus righties, not bad against lefties. That makes sense. But yeah, I think if you're looking for defense, yeah, Andrelton's your guy. If you're looking for offense, though, you might want to look at a guy like maybe Arky Vaughn. You're losing a little bit of defense off of Andrelton, but still get good defense. But you're also getting a pretty decent bat. And Schmidt fan just drafted their team for next week. Awesome. As we have 20 seconds until our first sim of the night. I need to get my timer blocker up on my computer monitor here, because that would be a good thing to have. That timer blocker being my Culver's receipt from dinner tonight. Yeehaw. But yeah, and a little preview of festivities on Perfect Team Weekly Prep Sunday night after the Perfect League World Series. My pack-only team has gotten really into iron tournaments lately. And we've been doing okay with them. You'll find out how okay I have been doing at iron tournaments when we see them on Sunday night. So stay tuned for that on Sunday night after the Perfect League World Series here on twitch.tv/OOTP Development. So we are just waiting on that first sim to come in tonight. Is it going to be a first round exit? Is it going to be a first round advancement? We're going to have to see. We are going to have to see. Just excited that Joe Morgan is a high defense card with hitting skills worthy of a perfect rating. Yeah, I mean, Joe Morgan, that was a solid card last night. There were a lot of solid cards that were revealed last night. Straight up. At least in my opinion. There were a lot of solid cards that were released last night. Personally, I mean, hey, I'm a Tigers fan. I like that Greenberg card a lot. Especially if you're looking for like that big power guy that can actually hit a little bit too. Now, it's kind of a little weird that he's in left field. I'm not sure if he has eligibility at first base. I didn't notice any first base eligibility as the first sim has come down the pipeline, and oh boy, could not download the file. Oh crap. See, this is me blocking the screen so I don't see what color that was in the list. All right, let us go to the game screen. It is time for round one. Let's do it. Let's do it to it, peeps. We pick it up in the top of the first. Double duty Radcliffe on the mound for the Cartel with Mike Krivich, the center fielder, at the plate. The 1-2 coming from Radcliffe, and that one is lined into right center field, and that one's going to go all the way to the wall, and Krivich will lead off the game with a double. Good start for Duke's dastardly dancing Dolphins. And we stay in the top of the first. It's now first and third with nobody out for Jackie Robinson. Full count on the way from Radcliffe, and that one's lined into left field for a base hit. And those dancing Dolphins, they are on top 1-0 early in this game. Just 3 batters in. A couple batters later, here's Jonathan Lucroy, first and second with 1 out. The 1-1 pitch from Radcliffe, and that one is blasted into left center field, and that one gets out of here in a hurry. Ball go far for Jonathan Lucroy, and it's 4-0 dancing Dolphins on top. Well, I guess this is what they mean by life comes at you quickly. And we time warp all the way to the bottom of the 7th. We are down 6-0. This is not good. Bobby Grinch at the plate, runner on first, nobody out. Time for the comeback of the century. That's a liner into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Deacon White will stop at second. And that'll bring up Jim Northrup, the DH. First pitch on the way from Orville Overall. And that one's in the right field. And that one's going to be a base hit. White coming around third. He's going to stop there. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. Cartel look to be in business here as Willard Brown comes to the plate. First pitch from Overall on the way. Ground ball to first. Could be 2 to short for 1. That's all they'll get, though. Willard Brown an RBI ground out, and it's 6-1. So we get another run off screen as Johnny Bassler reaches base. And then DiMaggio out on something. And now here's Chick Gandil, first and second with 2 outs. Cartel down 6-2. Full count on the way, and it's ball 4. Actually, now that was not a full count. That was a 3-0 count. So the bases are low with 2 outs for Bip Roberts. 2-2 on the way. Swinging a line drive into center field, and it's over the head of Mike Krivich. 1 run scores, 2 runs score. Gandil will stop at third, and Bip Roberts has a 2-run double. And all of a sudden, the Cartel are back within 2. Krivich just kind of misplayed it, probably lost it in the lights or something. And now here's Phil Rizzuto with a chance to tie this game potentially. Count 2-1, the pitch from Mike Holtz. And that one's lined up the middle for a base hit. Roberts coming around third. The throw from center, not in time. We were talking about the comeback of the century, and Phil Rizzuto has completed it. Cartel have tied it at 6. My goodness, a 6-run inning for the Cartel, and we are tied. Gene Garber on the mound now. Here in the top of the 8th, Adam Komorowski with 1 out, nobody on. The 0-1 pitch, and that one is lined into left field, and that one's going to be a base hit. 1 out single, and that will bring up Reggie Williams. Runner on first, 1 out, the 1. That one's popped up way deep in the left field, and this is going to be the left fielder, Bip Roberts, making the play, and tagging up from first is Komorowski. He is in there safely. Roberts, I guess, lazily flew back there. And Komorowski took advantage of the lackadaisical left field play by Bip Roberts, and he moves up to second. Very opportunistic opportunity. And now 2 outs, runner on second for Ronnie Dawson. Full count on the way, and he walked in ball 4. First and second, 2 outs, and that brings up David Fletcher, not the guy you want to face in this situation. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. Nice pickup by Rizzuto. Toss to second for the out, and that will retire the side. The Dolphins, dancing Dolphins, get 2 base runners but do not score. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Jim Northrup on first with 2 outs for the Cartel, facing Mike Holtz. 2-0 pitch. Swinging a pop-up into center field. Krivich coming in. He'll make the play. And the side is retired here in the 8th. To the 9th we go, and it's going to be Casey Janssen on the mound for the Cartel. Mike Krivich will lead things off. Count 1-1, the pitch to Krivich, and that one's popped up into center field. Fairly deep, but it's going to be playable for Dom DiMaggio, going back right near the track to make the play. 2 gone now for Jackie Robinson. The 0-1 on the way from Jansen. Popped up into left field, fairly deep, going back near the track is Roberts, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dancing Dolphins here in the top of the 9th. And it's bottom of the 9th time. Walk-off territory for the Cartel. As Mark Eichhorn will come in to try to keep this a tie game for the Dancing Dolphins. The 0-1 on the way. That one is into left field. And that one's going to be a base hit to lead off the bottom of the 9th. Winning run on base for the Cartel. And that'll bring up Dom DiMaggio. Runner on first. Nobody out. The 1-0 pitch coming from Eichhorn, a good ground ball pitcher. We'll see if he can induce one here, and he does. To short, to second, to first for the double play. A clutch double play for the visitors. 2 outs, and here's Chick Gandil. Full count from Eichhorn on the way, and he walked in ball 4. So that will bring it back to the top of the order for Bip Roberts. Had the 2-run double back in the 7th. The 1-0 on the way from Eichhorn. Swinging a pop-up into right. Should be playable for Reggie Williams. He will make the play. And the side is retired here in the 9th. We'll have bonus baseball here in round 1. Tied at 6. Casey Janssen back out for his second inning of work. Paul LaDuca will lead off the top of the 10th for Duke's dastardly Dancing Dolphins. And he flies this one into left field toward the line. And it's going to be playable for Bip Roberts. 1 gone. Now bring up Jonathan Lucroy, the catcher. Count 1-0, the pitch. Swinging a fly ball, center field, and it's going to be over the head of the center fielder, DiMaggio. Couldn't make the catch on it. And Jonathan Lucroy will go into second with 1 out. Go-ahead run now in scoring position. So they walk, I would believe they walk Komorowski to get to Reggie Williams. First and second, 1 out the first pitch, and that one's popped up into right field. A little floater. It's going to be a base hit. Stopping at third is Lucroy, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. So Casey Janssen, a little bit of trouble now. Ronnie Dawson will come to the plate. Bottom of the order for the Dancing Dolphins have been pretty good so far. 1-2 count on the way from Janssen. He got him looking. Strike 3. Oh, what a fastball at 96. 2 outs for David Fletcher. Infield playing normal. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The 2-1 from Janssen. Line drive up the middle for a base hit. Lucroy scores. Here comes Komorowski for the plate. The throw from DiMaggio not in time. 2-run single for David Fletcher, and it's 8-6. Bottom 10. Can the Cartel come back again? Phil Rizzuto will lead things off, trying to get things going. First pitch on the way from Eichhorn. That one's lined up the middle for a base hit. A good start for the Cartel this inning, and that'll bring up Deacon White. Eichhorn has him in a 1-2 count. The wind and the pitch. Swinging a line drive into right field, and that one's going to be a base hit. Here comes Rizzuto. He'll stop at second. Still nobody out, and that'll bring up the big man, Bobby Grinch, facing Mark Eichhorn. First pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball, center field. Going to his left is Krivich. He'll make the play. Tagging up and heading for third is Rizzuto. And it's runners on the corners with 1 out. Excuse me. It all comes down to Jim Northrup. Big at bat here for the Cartel. A gapper could score 2. A base hit scores 1. The 1-0. Swinging a line drive, and it's caught by the third baseman, Garth George. A good liner hit by Northrup, but just not enough. And that'll bring up Willard Brown. First pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball, center field. This should do it. Krivich is there, and he'll make the play, and the Cartel have been eliminated in round 1. It was a lot closer. A lot closer than many thought it would. But the Duke's dastardly Dancing Dolphins moved on to round 2. Well, I kind of knew it wasn't going to be a good time. And it wasn't. It was not. But, you know, we did a thing. It went okay. And that's all that matters. That is all that matters. Alrighty. So, now that we got that out of the way, let's start working on next week's tournament. And boy, next week's tournament. Ooh, if you want to look at next week's tournament, oh, it's going to be a good one, guys. Because if you go to Perfect Draft Tournaments, go under Weekly Tournaments, take a look at the This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown. You will see that next week's prize is Special Edition Relief Pitcher Bobby Parnell from the New York Mets, arguably one of the best low diamond relievers in the entire game. Right here, ready and waiting for you to win it. There are already 46 teams that have signed up for this 256 team tournament. You'll have 6 days to enter. But please, do your drafts, particularly as soon as you possibly can. What does Parnell sell for? A lot. A lot. Well, Schmidt fan, there's some people that might say Bob Locker is better. Some might say Brent Roberge, but Bobby Parnell is pretty good. Really good movement, good control, ground ball guy. Some really good stuff for this guy. So, let's go ahead and sign up, and we're going to draft our team right now for next week's Weekly Showdown. Also, second place, we'll get third baseman Justin Turner from the 2017 LA Dodgers, one of the best gold tourney SEs right out there. Third and fourth, we'll get Al Worthington from the 1965 Minnesota Twins. 5th through 8th, we'll get Bob Buell from the 1957 Milwaukee Braves. And 9th through 16th, we'll get Phil Cavarretta from 1945 Chicago Cubs. All right, let's start drafting. Maybe we can get one of the new franchise heroes in the first round. Let's see what happens. Do we? No, but, actually we do. We get franchise heroes Joe Morgan. We were talking about him a little earlier. That's some good defense on him. A little bit splitty. But here's the thing. 90 outfield range? Huh. Interesting. But honestly, the play here is Paul Hines. Like, when you get a Paul Hines in a draft, you gotta select Paul Hines. Probably the best center fielder in this entire game, Paul Hines, on our team. Next round, hey. Remember what we said about Bobby Parnell? Here's Bobby Parnell. Look at this guy. 71 stuff, okay. 97 movement, 87 control, extreme ground ball type. Some really good stuff. And against righties, 101 movement and 87 control. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. So let's see. Who else do we get in this diamond round? We got Darrell Evans. We got Johnny Rigney. We got Matt Chapman. We got Charlie Keller. We got Paul Goldschmidt. But honestly, the play here is Parnell, right? Parnell's the play here, right? We gotta go Parnell. I mean, Matt Chapman's defense is pretty decent. Bat's not quite there. Can you see Evans? Sure. Yeah, here's Darrell Evans for you. So we call the business a bird profile. A lot of power on this guy. Decent enough defense. Probably not going to pick him. Johnny Rigney, more of a high, medium, low kind of pitcher here. See Paul Goldschmidt in here as well. Charlie Keller in here as well. But yeah, I think the play is Parnell. Let's grab him. All right, let's see what we got here. Got Lon Warnicki, we got Fred Toney, we got Joe Nathan, we got Ray Boone, and we have Ken Boyer here in this round. Interesting round here. Tony's a ground ball guy, 91 movement, 76 stuff. Screwball guy. Lon Warnicki, I mean, he can hit a little bit. Almost reverse splits. See, Ray Boone. Ooh, Ray Boone's actually not bad. It's not bad at all. Well, let's grab Ray Boone. Let's grab Ray Boone for third. It's not terrible. Certainly worse. All right, let's see. We got Gene Garber. We got Tony Bernazard. We got Luis Robert. We got Earl Hamilton. Bernazard. Am I saying it right? Am I saying it right? It kind of sounds like It kind of looks like Charizard. Got Luis Robert, Earl Hamilton, Babe Phelps, Lindy McDaniel, Mike Cameron, Willie Davis, Chris Archer, Jason Worth, Mitchell Page, and Randall Grichuk. Interesting stuff here. Tony Bernazard, the number 5 second baseman of 1986. If you get the reference, you're a good person. Or at least I like you. So we got Gene Garber in here. I always thought it was Bernazard or something. Anyway, so let's get Gene Garber. He's a good reliever. But man, the rest of it's a little bit. Man, who else do I go with here? Do I go Jason Worth? Nah. Honestly, I think it's got to be Jason Worth, right? Because it's definitely not going to be Chris Archer. Babe Phelps, definitely not. Lynn McDaniel, but that's 2 relievers in 1 round, and that's no bueno. Let's grab Jason Worth. Sure, let's go with it. See how that goes. Next round. Ooh, Bismacky, hello. Hello, Bismacky. There's my catcher. And let's see who else we got. We got Matt Williams. We got Len Gabrielson, Bob Wickman, Jim Pearsall. Interesting. If we didn't already have a center fielder. Johnny Mocan, Rube Oldring, Bill Foster, Sean Kemp, Javi Baez, Gene Segura, and Ted Gray. Yeah, Willie Davis can hit, but we also already have a center fielder, J-Pack. Honestly, Bill Foster might be the play here. Yeah, gotta. Let's go Bismacky and Bill Foster, and let's move on. Last gold round, let's see what we get. Lee Meadows, Chase Headley, Curtis Granderson, Rob Wilfong, Roy Johnson, Gary Lucas, Mark Melanson, Clyde Engel, Paul Sewald, Ron Taylor, Danny Tartable, and Oscar Grimes. Oh, wow, that was actually correct. Dang. I thought Foolish Bailey was just memeing, I guess. Let's see. Ron Taylor. Ooh, Ron Taylor looks good. Good movement, good control. Melanson is obviously pretty good. Gary Lucas, I think, was good also. And he's a lefty, too. So that would be a killer back 3 of the bullpen, you know. But, yeah. Man, the starting pitching is just weak so far, though. Rob Wilfong's also decent at second base, at least defensively. Let's see. Let's go Melanson. And I kind of like Rob Wilfong here, just so I can have some second base defense. Let's go with him. But also Clyde Angle. Actually, no. Clyde Angle, left field. Let's get somebody decent for left field. He'll work. All right. To the silver rounds we go. Hoo boy, okay. We got Chris Duncan, Clay Meredith, Ron Say, Jim Poole, Reynard Lesky, Chris Hatcher, Raisel Iglesias, Dutch Ulrich, Steve Roser, Ian Anderson, Leroy Stanton, and Nate Colbert. Man, Ron Say, if we didn't already have a third baseman, that's actually not terrible. Well, we gotta go with Dutch Ulrich, I would think, just given our center field, just given our outfield guys. How are you thinking on Jim Poole? Splitty guy. Clay Meredith, extreme ground ball guy. But man, we would be really loading up on relievers. Do we go Leroy Stanton? He's a good V left bat. And again, so is Worth. Oh man, this is tough. It's been a rough draft so far. Outside of Mackey and Hines. This has kind of been, or Parnell. It's kind of a weird draft. You know what? Let's grab Leroy. Move on. All right, let's see what we get in this round. We got Don Budden, Rich Rollins, Jim Harden, Khalil Green, Lynn Brenton, Steve Carsey, Steve Cox, Jim Stachecki, Drew Pomeranz, Trevor Story, Tom Norton, and Ruben Tejada. Let's go Ruben Tejada. I mean, we're probably not going to find a better shortstop unless Andrelton Bronze comes around. And let's go Jim Harden. Actually, wait, let's see what Brenton looks like. Ooh, Brenton looks interesting. Now, let's go with Brenton. I need a starting pitcher bad. Let's at least get something. All right, next round we got Jerry Pretty, Mel Rojas, Jan Gomes, Pete Kildiff, Bob Fisher, Mike Morse, Manny Jimenez, Cisco Carlos, John Lamb, Dick Lines, Joe Having, and Art Ditmar. Pretty looks interesting as a second baseman. Mel Rojas is good as a reliever. Let's grab him. Ooh, Pete Kildiff. Ooh, let's grab Pete Kildiff. That looks fun. What's Bob Fisher look like, though? Fisher, decent looking bat. Excuse me. Oh yeah, Ditmar. Ditmar looks pretty interesting. You know what? Let's as much as I hate to pass on Mel Rojas, let's grab Art Ditmar. Joe Having is also an interesting selection. Plus, he's extreme ground ball. I think Ditmar's the play. I think Ditmar's going to be the play here. Let's move on. All right, first bronze round. What are we getting? We got Felix Dubront. We got Marco Scudero, Masato Yoshi, Sammy White, Austin Hedges. There's our backup catcher. Kurt Suzuki, Dallas Keuchel, Clint Robinson, Fernando Salas, Mark Lemongello, Jose Martinez, and Darren Downs. Oh, well, let's get J-Mart at the very least. What's Clint Robinson look like? He's not bad VR bat, but Hedges and J Mart, let's go with them. All right, next round. Let's see what we get here. We got Nick Turley. We got Chad Gaudin. Peaches Graham. Kurt Wilkerson. Ooh, Kurt Wilkerson. That's not a bad card there. Pedro Estacio. Cesar Hernandez. Mike Mayers. Charlie Culberson. Hisanori Takahashi. Wendy McCall. Jake Marisnik. Raleigh Helmsley. Yeah, I did pass on Salas, which that kind of hurts me a little bit. Hernandez is a good infield backup. Yeah, but also he can only play second. That's the thing. Kurt Wilkerson actually has a little more positional flexibility than Cesar, but let's see. I'm kind of thinking Marisnik to kind of round out the outfield. Raleigh Helmsley, decent enough bat. I do need one more starter, though, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get it. Gaudin looks interesting for a bronze. Estacio is weird. Honestly, I'm going to go Wilkerson, just so I have an infield backup. And let's go Gaudin. Oh, I did not mean to have that open. Did not mean to have my email open. There we go. Hopefully y'all didn't hear that. You probably all did. All right, let's move on. Last bronze round. Let's see who we get here. We get Joey Amalfitano, Steve Searcy, Ray Quinones, Carl Reynolds, George Vukovic, Dick Hauser, Hub Walker, Edward Bizzardo, Brad Miller, Jonathan Hernandez, Matt Davidson, and Andrew Benintendi. Interesting stuff here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I got my 5 starters. That's good. I do want to get another reliever, but I don't think Jonathan Hernandez is it. Vukovic is good. Vukovic could be a good right field backup, but Benintendi is not bad. Carl Reynolds? Carl Reynolds isn't a bad one. Good VL bat. Hauser's a decent bronze shortstop. Ooh, yeah, that's not bad, actually. Let's grab him. And Yes, I know I only have 3 relievers. I know this. I'm thinking Steve Searcy, put him in the bullpen as a reliever. Because I don't want to do Jonathan Hernandez. But even so, Jonathan Hernandez might actually be the play here. Let's go. I need a pitcher. I'm getting Steve Searcy. I'm putting him in the bullpen. This may be the worst decision I've ever made in my life, but here we are. All right, last round. Let's see what we get. Ooh, Alex Claudio. That's a fun one. Greg Holland. And let's go. Need one more pitcher. I guess it's going to be Gary Bear. Or Gary Bear. Probably Bear. So let's grab him. Two more. Let's see. I do need another outfielder. Probably Greg Allen. Yeah, let's go Greg Allen. So there's my 5th outfielder. Ooh, and there's Sam Haggerty. Let's grab him. So not bad, not bad, not bad at all. So let's see. This is our roster. This is the roster as much as it's worth. So we got Bill Foster, Dutch Ulrich, Lynn Brenton, Art Ditmar, Chad Gaudin, then Gary Bear, Alex Claudio, Gene Garber, Greg Holland, Mark Melanson, Steve Searcy, Bobby Parnell in the bullpen. Then Austin Hedges, Biz Mackey behind the plate, Jose Martinez, Pete Kildiff, Kurt Wilkerson, Ray Boone, Dick Hauser, Ruben Teata, Clyde Angle, Greg Allen, Paul Hines, Sam Haggerty, Leroy Stanton, and Jason Worth. Some interesting stuff here. We'll see how that takes me. I mean, it's pretty righty heavy. So we'll see what happens. We'll only have to see what happens. All right, let's go back in real quick and check on this week's Weekly Showdown, see where we're at right now. So we are in round 5 right now. So here are the teams that are still left standing tonight. The Mississauga Night Shadows and the Champion City Mystery Men, the Kansas City Rackaribs and the Plus Ultra, the Garfield Normals and the Narsh Returners, the Alamogordo Fat Men and Jimmy's Ballers, the Inconsiderate Strangers and the Long Beach All-Stars, the Paris Bulldogs and the Whalers, the Fairburn Flames, the Humongous Melonheads, the Rayland Justifieds, and the Philly Typhoon. Those are your teams that are still left in round 5 and are officially in the money. So congratulations on them to being in the money. They are getting, at the very least, one very good Dave Brain card. And if they make it past this round, they're getting Stan Musial. If they get past the next round, they're getting Dave Magadan. If they make it to the finals, they have a shot at Cupid Childs or A.J. Pierzynski. So some interesting stuff going on there. And now, everybody, it's time for everybody's favorite game during the stream. It is time for Call Your Shot. All right, so if you have no clue what in the world Call Your Shot is, well, I am going to tell you a little bit about it. Well, I'm going to be putting a form here in the chat in just a little bit. We're going to be opening these 30 wonderful, beautiful packs tonight. And if you call a Diamond Perfect Build-A-Legend or Limited Edition card, and it's in those packs, you are going to be a winner of some perfect points. If you call a live Diamond correctly, you will win 15,000 perfect points. If you call a live Perfect, you will win 50,000 perfect points. If you call a historical diamond tonight, you will win 75,000 perfect points. If you call a historical perfect, you will win 100,000 perfect points. Now, if you call a Build-A-Legend card, that's worth 25,000 perfect points if it is in one of those packs. And if you call a Diamond Limited Edition card, like that Tug McGraw that was released yesterday, you will win 90,000 perfect points. Whoo, baby. Some good stuff there. Now, before we send that form out to the masses, couple of reminders. 1, only 1 entry is allowed per person. Number 2, be as specific as possible. Be as specific as possible, please. Because we got a couple of guys in here that have either 2 diamond cards, a diamond and a perfect, or something like that. So be careful with who you're picking. And that's why you got to be specific as possible. Only call 1 card on your entry, and entries with multiple cards will be disqualified. Alright guys, if you are ready, you will have 2.5 minutes to fill out the form. Get ready, get set, and go! Call Your Shot is open. Call Your Shot. It is open. Let's see what fun things we are going to be getting in the packs what people think are going to be in the packs tonight. We also have 2 confirmed diamond packs in there tonight, so maybe that'll influence some of the picking here. Ooh, someone's going big with Noodles Han. Man, I would love a Noodles Han for this team, straight up. Let's see, Walker Bueller, Chet Lemon, Live Beeper, the same Live Beeper you pulled 5 times last night. Oh, man, I hope I don't pull him 5 times again. Chicken Wolf, ooh, that's a fun one. I already have him in my lineup, but still. Let's see, Clayton Kershaw, Ryan Presley. Ooh, Wade Boggs, that'd be a fun one to pull. All right, we're down to about a minute 40 on the clock. Minute 40. Link, please. Where is it? Oh, man, did y'all just came in? I just posted it like 5 times. Oh, well, there we go. All right, we got about a minute 20 left on the clock. Minute 20. Get your calls in while you still have a chance. Some good calls coming on in. We got a lot of them so far. 1 minute left on the clock. 1 minute. So if you haven't gotten your call in, what are you waiting for? Get in this form right now if you have not made your call yet. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We got 527 people in here. Come on, I want to see a lot more here. Come on, guys, let's get going. Let's get going. 37 seconds. Let's keep it going, guys. Come on. Ooh, Build a Legend Tim Salmon. That'd be a fun one. Live Diamond Mookie Betts. That's a decent live diamond right there. All right, we are down to 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Call your shot is closed. Call your shot is closed. Okay. All right, and we have 223 responses in the chat. Well, not in the chat, but in the form tonight. Alrighty, let's see what we are going to be pulling tonight. We got 30 packs. Let's start ripping. First pack, we get Tim Anderson from the 2016 Chicago White Sox, Lucas Luetge from the New York Yankees, and John Wyatt from the 1966 Boston Red Sox. Let's keep on moving on. We got Kent Hadley in this pack from the 1959 Philadelphia A's. Or is that Kansas City in 1959? Probably not. Walter Holke in here as a historical iron as well. Yeah, Anderson really dumped the Yankees. Man, that was a really fun game. Next pack here, we got a, kind of a mishmash here. Man, there was a time where I would want Manny Margot on the Detroit Tigers. That was quite a few years ago, actually. But he's not a Tiger. That's actually Ronnie Garcia behind there. Manny Margot is down here. Love these visual glitches. But yeah, what were your guys' thoughts on the Field of Dreams game last night? That was a fun game. That was a really fun game. I really enjoyed it. However, the one thing, my computer stinks. What? No. This is not my computer. This is me just having too many dang cards and slowing down the game. That's the problem. That's my theory on how that glitch happens. Let's keep going. Got Reese McGuire in here. We got Ildemaro Vargas, Hunter Strickland, Ryan Stanek, Ross Detweiler. Let's keep on keeping on. Ooh, and we get live gold here. Taylor Rogers from the Minnesota Twins. Nice, nice, nice. Nicely done there. We got Jake Marisnik, Gene Segura, Lou Trevino. Let's keep on keeping on. See what we got. Actually, Gabagoo, I quick sell all duplicate irons. Ooh, look at this. James Paxton from the Seattle Mariners. Got Bill Bonham. We got Patrick Sandoval. We got Jesus Alou. Ooh, hi there, Jesus Alou. You look pretty neat. Jesus Alou from the 1967 Giants as a historical iron. Nicely, nicely done. Let's keep going. Next pack, we got Bobby Wall from the Dodgers, Kyle Cody from the Rangers, Kike Hernandez from the Boston Red Sox. We also got Bruce Even as a historical iron. Next pack, on the way. What are we getting? We're getting Austin Pruitt from the Houston Astros, Taylor Williams from the Padres. Not a whole lot else to... Not a whole lot there. Ooh, we got a silver card here. We got Franmil Reyes from the Clevelanders. Also got Jimmy Cordero, Ty France in here as our bronzes. Let's keep going. Next pack, please. Ooh, some historical silver action here. Nick Swisher from the 2012 New York Yankees. First time I pulled this card. Part of the Paul Goldschmidt Silver Mission. Nicely, nicely done. 19 more packs to go. We also got Tarek Skubal, Didi Gregorius in here. Let's keep on keeping on. We got Joey Bart, we got Kurt Suzuki, and we got Andrelton Simmons in here as our bronzes. Killed the packs, reduced odds. Since when did we reduce the odds? Since when were the odds reduced? I have not heard anything about odds being reduced, Sport Dog. Let's move on. Let's see, Colton Wong as a live silver. Got some sad Fetty coming down for him. We got Jake Rogers, we got David Bodie, we got Pedro Estacio, and we got Kurt Young in here. Let's keep going. We need a diamond. We need a diamond or perfect here, game. Come on, game. You got this. Not quite there yet. We're not quite there. We got Matt Boyd. Also got Patrick Weigel as our obligatory bronze. Let's keep on keeping on. And we got Scott Diamond from the Minnesota Twins, Bobby Bradley from the Clevelanders. Also got Bob Coulson and Rufino Linares. Let's keep on going. Moving on, we got Braxton Garrett. We got Andrew Knizner, or however you say it. Also got Kirby Farrell and Brad Woodall in here as historical irons. We got quite a few packs left to go. Let's see who else we got. We got RJ Alanis, Jose Rojas, Joey Gerber as our bronzes. 13 packs to go. Maybe a lucky 13 will bring us something good. And it doesn't. Chance Sisco, Cole Calhoun, J.B. Bukowskis. Let's move on, moving on. And we got silver here, historical silver. Hey, we just saw this in perfect draft. Khalil Green from the 04 San Diego Padres. Interesting card there. We got Zach Davies, Christian Javier, and Kason Gabbard in here as well. Next pack, please. Trevor Rosenthal, TJ Antone, and Adam Engel. All's got, ooh, baby, Terry Francona. Man, let me tell you something. I have always liked the Terry Francona cards here in Perfect Team. They are just so fun to play with in iron level. And even I think Francona was a bronze in either 21 or 20. One of those levels. He was pretty good. Aren't they supposed to flip a switch when you're streaming? That's what we proved a couple weeks ago when some dude was in here saying that the packs were juice for us streamers. It ain't! We got Alek Manoah in here for the Toronto Blue Jays, and he is our only bronze in this pack. Let's keep going. Starting to get into the territory of the specialty packs now. We got 8 more to go. Franchi Cordero, Ed Montague in here. Bill Lillard as a historical iron. Let's keep going. And hey, we got silver here. Live silver. Starling Marte from the Miami Marlins. Also got Jake Rogers and Dalton Jeffries in here, as well as Royce Lint from the St. Louis Cardinals. 7 more packs to go. We are almost close to our first silver pack. We got Jordan Luplo, we got Jaime Barria, Victor Gonzalez in here. 1 more regular pack, and then we're on to the silver pack. And let's see what we got here. Ooh, baby! We got Trey Turner from the Washington Nationals. 88 overall card there. Dylan Ceesay here. Will Harris is here, but look at what we got here. That's a Build-A-Legend. That is Scott Kazmir from the 2015 Oakland A's. That's a Build-A-Legend card. Somebody could win $25,000 if they called Mr. Kazmir. And do we have a winner tonight? We do, my friends. Rob Deere in the headlights and Stickwin. Congratulations to you two. You have just won 25,000 perfect points for calling Build-A-Legend Scott Kazmir. Woo, woo. Nicely called, nicely called. Good job to y'all on that one. Woo. Let's keep on going. See if we can't pull anything more. Let's go in the silver pack. See what we got. And we got Luke Weaver from the Arizona Diamondbacks and Cole Sulser from the Baltimore Orioles. A double silver pack right here. We also have Manny Pena and Jonathan Lucroy in here as bronzes. 4 more. This is our first of 2 gold packs coming up. See what we got here. And we got, ooh, historical gold action. Okay, all right. We got Tony Clark from the 2005 Arizona Diamondbacks. That's a duplicate card. And look at the missions it goes toward. Paul Goldschmidt Gold Mission. Team Mission 2 for Arizona and the Cleared for Takeoff mission. Whoo-wee! Let's try and make a sale on this. Let's go a little bit below L10 here. Let's go 9,200. See if anybody bites on that. We got 1 more gold pack to go. Let's see what we got. Plus, that was a dupe for me, so that's even better. And our next gold pack gets us a live gold. Richard Rodriguez from the Pittsburgh Pirates. Also got Bill Barrett in here as a bronze in this one. All right, we are into the diamond packs. We got 2 of them. Let's see what we get tonight. Our first one. We're going to Springfield for this one. To Mr. Burns' fantasy baseball team. Oh, fantasy company softball team. Harry Hooper from the 1924 Chicago White Sox. In here as a historical diamond. Harry Hooper goes toward the Tim Salmon Diamond Mission and the Chicago White Sox Team Mission 2. Good stuff right there, but did anybody call Harry Hooper? Do we have any Simpsons fans in here tonight? We do not. And we got people missing out on 75 grand. Also got Chris Benson in here and Tom Hafey as historical irons. All right, 1 more diamond. Who are we going to get? And it's going to be Juan Soto from the Washington Nationals. 93 overall live card. Also got Sonny Jackson in here, Max Suzuki, but Juan Soto, the man of the hour. Do we have anybody that called Mr. Soto? We do. We do. We have Bob Loblaw's Law Blogs. That's not necessarily a username, but we'll run with it. We got Scannon 755 and A.B. Crawford 72. Congratulations. Y'all have just won 15,000 perfect points for calling Juan Soto. And that, my friends, did someone put in their team name? Yes, they did, Dogberry. Yes, they did. We'll get it figured out. We'll get it figured out. That is his username. Well, Bob Loblaw is the username, but he put in his whole team name. That's the thing. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. We'll work it out. We will work it out. Oh, the new sim just came in on my main team here. Did we win? Did we win? Hey, we won 3-1. Nice. All right, let's go back to the game screen real quick. But oh, that's going to be the pack rip for tonight. So let's go back to this week's weekly showdown and see if we have ourselves a finals matchup yet. Do we have one? We do not quite yet. We are in round 7, though. And let's take a look and see who we have here in the semifinals going at it with their aces. And we have the Kansas City Rack of Ribs and the Inconsiderate Strangers. On the other side, we have the Raylan Justifieds and the Whalers. Kansas City Rack of Ribs sending James Shields out there for their semifinals matchup against Braylon Marquez for the Inconsiderate Sluggers. The Raylan Justifieds, they're going to send Special Edition Eddie Plank to the mound in this one, facing off with Irv Young for the Whalers. Should be a very, very fun series. Ooh, baby, that is fun. So, what I was going to try to say before I got sidetracked during the pack rip is that with the Hall of Fame, not the Hall of Fame, the Field of Dreams game, that was a fun game. That was a very fun game. Now, obviously, it's a cash grab based on a movie, but still, then again, what isn't a cash grab for MLB these days? But, what I was just a little bit disappointed in is that they didn't use the actual Field of Dreams. They built a whole ballpark right next to it when there was a perfectly acceptable one, albeit fairly short, that was available right there. I mean, people like offense, right? You want offense? There you go. Have some 250-foot dingers in the corn. Let's get weird. Let's get weird. 25-23 game? Hell yeah. I like it when baseball gets weird. Because it's fun when it gets weird. That's just me. That is just me. Well, hey, it wasn't like the other ballpark was holding in baseballs either, now was it? Just saying. Heard they didn't want to risk damage to the farmhouse. The farmhouse was behind them that far. Anyway, it was a fun game either way. The intro was cool. I was actually watching it a little bit in that local restaurant or something, and it looked pretty good, even without sound. Boy. Oh, that's a great idea, Hitman. MLB missed a great chance of having some Hall of Fame players come out of the corn, mixing in some recently retired players and having a catch around the diamond before the real game start. Yo. Oh, that would have been sweet. That would have been sweet. Maybe they do that for next year. That would be fun for next year. Use the new park, but should have been no wall. Yes! Yes, Drunken Superman, you are right. Look, if you were going to use a new park, which, okay, I get it. It's a lot bigger, even though I want the smaller one. But still. They did have festivities, Minerva, but it was just the regular players coming out of the corn. But still. Use the new park. There should have been no walls. The corn could have been the walls. The corn could have been the walls. That would have been genius. Oh, man. I mean, if you're going to use... man. See, this is why we're some good thinkers here. This is why we got some good people in the community, because they come up with the great ideas. Well, there was an MLB play ball game that was going on the day before at the main field, so at least they utilized it for something. But, whatever. It's done. It's over with. Gonna move on. Whew. Man. Man, oh man, oh man. But yeah, don't forget, before we move on to the finals, we're not ending the stream yet, but don't forget that coming up this week on the Out of the Park Development, this weekend on the Out of the Park Development's Twitch channel, we will have on Saturday night our good pal Yukari Kazumi with her baseball bingo stream. That'll start at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's going to be a fun time, as always, with the New York Giants. Good start to the franchise last week with the inaugural draft. That was a fun... Not the inaugural draft. Was it the inaugural draft? I think it was... I think it was the inaugural draft, yeah. So that was a fun time. And don't forget, on Sunday, we will have our good pal DRC. He's going to be broadcasting the Perfect League World Series sometime on Sunday late afternoon. And then after that is going to be yours truly with the Perfect Team Weekly Prep. Can we all admit that the White Sox uniform was fire? Yeah, it was really... They did a good job with the uniforms. Now, other than the Nike swoosh on the front, but that's a whole other thing too. But still, they were really good stuff. Really good uniforms. Corn plays the anthem. I don't know if MLB would want Corn playing the anthem, but that's just me. Did Walker Buehler get pulled tonight? No. Surprisingly, he didn't. Which I find just amazing in and of itself. Oh man. Was that game really blacked out for White Sox fans in Iowa? Really? They actually did black that out? Well, did they black out the game for the White Sox market? Because I think the White Sox market is part of the Iowa issue. Yeah, I know it was on Fox, but still. I know it was a national broadcast, but did they black it out in the Chicago market? Because that would have been weird if they did. Anyway, the blackout policy should be changed anyway. But still, we have ourselves a finals matchup. Also, TJ Thornton, your caps lock is on. Just so you know. All right, we're going to show you the finals matchup, and it's going to be the Kansas City Rack-A-Ribs. They are moving on to the finals with a 5-1 victory over the Inconsiderate Strangers. And the Raylan Justifieds are your other finalists. They fended off a 3-run ninth from the Whalers to kind of squeak by there a little bit. 5-3, the final score. Oh, baby. So your finals matchup, the Raylan Justifieds and the Kansas City Rack of Ribs. I had some good stuff when I was in Kansas City for barbecue one time. That was a fun time. Went to Joe's barbecue just before we went to a Royals game. That was a fun time. That was some good stuff. Really good stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look at the teams that are competing here in the finals. Let's take a look at the rosters. Look at this starting rotation for the Kansas City Rack of Ribs, going with a 4-man rotation. We have Jerry Royce, we have James Shields, Ben Tincup, and Jesse Barnes in the rotation for the Rack of Ribs. Bullpen, they got Ken Clay, Clay Meredith, Mike Mims, Eric Sable, Carlos Silva, Bobby Thigpen, and Mike Maddox in the bullpen. Moving on to the hitters, they got Reese McGuire behind the plate as well as Sebastian Rivero. Jesus Aguilar, Cecil Cooper at first, DJ LeMahieu live card at second, as well as Joey Wendell. Larry Gardner over at third. They got Starlin Castro playing shortstop. An interesting selection there, but he's been pretty good defensively so far. And they also got Frank Parkinson batting up over at short. Outfield, they got Christian Robinson, Augie Galland listed as center fielders. They got Jelly Gardner in center, and Vladimir Guerrero as their right fielder with Clarence Jones and Al Libke backing up in the outfield. Let's take a look at their path to get here today. First round, a 4-0 victory over the Richmond Ducks. Second round, a 5-1 win over the Columbia Tigers. Let's take a look at the Richmond box score here first. As I don't click on the team, I click on the box score. It was a pretty self-explanatory matchup there. 3 runs in the 4th, 1 in the 6th. Second round, their 5-1 win over the Columbia Tigers. Scored 3 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 7th. Third round, they defeated the Alston Wolf Spiders by a final of 7-4. And they did it in bunches again. 1 in the 1st, 4 in the 5th, and 2 in the 6th. Staved off a little 3-run rally in the 7th to take the victory. Round 4, a 5-3 victory over the Woodgate Aston Villa. Kept their lead late into the game, 5-2 going into the 9th. They did give up a run, but held on to win. In the 5th round, the Plus Ultra were their next victims, winning that one 4-3, as they had to score 3 runs in the 9th to do the job. Started with a double by Augie Galland, then a ground out, and then Larry Gardner with a single, a sac fly by Wendell. So that made it 2 outs. They had to rally with 2 outs. Then Reese McGuire walked, Jelly Gardner with a base hit, then Christian Robinson with a base hit, then Vladimir Guerrero struck out swinging to end the inning. So Plus Ultra kind of blew that game with our good buddy Joe Nathan. Gotta love him. And then in the quarterfinals, it was a 1-0 squeaker over the humongous Melonheads, scoring only 1 in the 6th. On Christian Robinson, sac fly. And then in the semifinals, like we saw, the 5-1 win over the Inconsiderate Strangers. Some good stuff there from the Rack of Ribs. Looking at their bullpen situation, looking okay. They got Sable, they got Thigpen and Silva, and Sable all good to go, rested. 59% for Mims, 34% for Meredith, 51% for Clay, and 32% for Maddox. But man, like we've seen before, 4-man rotations have been sneaky good in this tournament format for some reason. Don't know how, but that's a little weird. So let's take a look at their opponents. The Raylan Justifieds. Here's their rotation. They went with a good rotation first. They had Pedro Martinez, special edition, as their number one guy, and that helps you out a lot. Eddie Plank was their number 2. Jose Mendez was their number 3. They got 3 pitchers right off the bat. Absolutely insane first couple rounds for him. Dixie Walker and C.J. Wilson rounding out their rotation. Albert Abreu, Mike Ignacia, Ken Lehman, Seth Lugo, Zach Neal, Jose Nunez, Angel Rondon, and David Hale in their bullpen. They got Alex Avila behind the plate with Joe Odom backing up. JT Snow over at first base. They got Otto Nabe at second with Harold Reynolds and Mike Aviles backing him up. Got Harry Williams over at third with Scott Livingstone backing him up. Elvis Andrews, historical card, at short. And in the outfield, they got Marty Cordova, Al Gianfrido, Alec Thomas, and Garrett Anderson. Take a look at their road to get here. First round is a 4-1 win over the Windy City Summoners. Then in the second round, a 5-4 victory over our good friend Leona's Mr. Teddy's Cuddle Brigade. Round 3, the 5-4 win over the Port Rupert Mondays, or Mondays, I should say. They had to score 4 in the 8th to win that one. Holy cow. And the Teddy Brigade won? That was a little bit of a squeaker there, too. Round 4 was a dominant 7-1 win over the Park Ridge Clowns. Then in round 5, a 8-1 convincing win over the Philly Typhoon. In the quarterfinals, a 6-4 win over the Mississauga Night Shadows. Then, as you just saw, a 5-3 win over the Whalers. Look at their bullpen. Oh boy, their bullpen. It is ready. Their pitching staff, it is ready to go. Jose Mendez at 100%. Abreu, Lehman, Neal, Nunez, Rondon at 100%. David Hale is a little bit iffy at 39%. They're really only above bronze reliever. I also got Seth Lugo at 92, Mike Ignaciak at 84. So the Raylan Justified, they have a good pitching situation coming into this one. Elvis Andrews rolling hot, 520. Is that 520 average? Yes, it is. Holy crap. 520 average here. Has hit in every game, with his last 4 being multi-hit games, a 4-for-4 against in the semifinals. Oh man, that is something. So there's your matchup here. The Raylan Justifies and the Kansas City Rackarevs. Who do you think is going to win this matchup? Who do you think is going to go home with that Cupid Childs tonight? Will it be the Raylan Justifies or will it be the Kansas City Rackarevs? Sound off in the chat right now. Who do you think is going to take this one? As we await game number 1. Ooh, baby, that should be a fun matchup. The Justifieds are sending Mendez to the mound, and the Rackaribs are sending Jesse Barnes to the mound for game 1. We got people saying KC. We got Raylan in there. Ooh, Rackaribs are a PAX-only team, so really hoping for that Child. Oh, boy. Hey, I know all about them PAC-only teams, man. Good luck in the finals, my man. Good luck to both teams in the finals. This should be a fun matchup. A lot of good teams that both went heavy in pitching. So we'll see if that strategy works out for them tonight. And as you know, I didn't really have too much of an opportunity to go strong pitching, so that's kind of how I got bounced out of the first round. All right, game 1 sim is in. Let's go to the highlight reel, and we'll see how game 1 transpired. See, now, there's a couple of different theories of thought when it comes to a PAX-only team. Like, I enter tournaments. You know, I enter tournaments with my team and win packs, and I win cards. Heck, I won Justin Turner on my PAX-only team. There's ways. There's interpretations. So let's go to the top of the first. Jesse Barnes on the mound for the Kansas City Rackaribs. Alec Thomas leading off for the Raylan Justifieds. And we are underway. 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Jesse Barnes gets a strikeout to start the proceedings. We move on ahead to the bottom of the first inning. Rack of ribs at the plate. Runner on third with 2 outs for Augie Gallant. Jelly Gardner on third. The 2-2 count from Jose Nunez, and that one's driven into right field. Fairly deep, going back is Anderson, and it's gone. Ball go far for Augie Gallant. And the Rack of Ribs, just like that, take a 2-0 lead. The DH for the Rack of Ribs with a big hit right there. And we move ahead to the bottom of the third. Bases are loaded with 2 outs for the Rack of Ribs. DJ LeMahieu at the plate. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to first. Going to be a little bit of a tough play, but Avila, the first baseman, tosses to the pitcher Mendez for the out. 2 retire to the side. The Rack of Ribs threaten, but do not score in the inning. We time warp all the way to the top of the 8th. And the Rack of Ribs have been dealing so far on the mound today, holding the Justifieds to only 2 hits so far in this one. Mike Aviles will lead things off here in the top of the 8th. Facing off with the new pitcher Carlos Silva. 2-2 to Mike Aviles is grounded to third. And the throw gets away. Gardner throws it away. And that will bring Mike Aviles over to second base. So Aviles will reach on the 2-base error. And that'll bring up Algie and Frito with a runner in scoring position. Probably one of the first big scoring opportunities for the Justifieds in this one. The 0-1 from Silva. Ground ball to first. This will be Aguilar taking it to the bag for out number 1. Aviles moves over to third on the ground ball. Now will bring up Scott Livingstone to pinch hit. Count 1-1. The pitch from Silva. Ground ball to short. This will get the run in. Throw to first from Frank Parkinson is in time for the second out of the inning. 2-1 now. Justifieds finally get a run on the board. And that'll bring up Joe Odom. Nobody on with 2 outs. Count 1-1. The pitch from Silva on the way. Ground ball to short. This is Parkinson, and he bobbles it. Oh, he just couldn't find the handle on it. Botches it for an error. And it's 1 on with 2 outs now for the top of the order, Alec Thomas. Count 1-2. The pitch from Silva on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And the Rack of Ribs get out of a little bit of a jam here in the top of the 8th. They do give up a run. It's 2-1 Rack of Ribs. As we move to the bottom of the 8th, Jose Mendez still out there for the Justifieds. Larry Gardner with 2 outs and nobody on. The 1-2 pitch from Mendez. Swing the line drive, and that's a base hit in the right field. 2 out single there for Gardner, but that's all they get. We head to the top of the 9th. Carlos Silva looking to shut things down here in the 9th. Harold Reynolds, the second baseman, will lead things off for the Justifieds. Silva has him in a full count to pitch. Swing the line drive. Caught by the shortstop Parkinson. 1 gone. Good play by the shortstop, recognizing that line drive right off the bat of Harold Reynolds, being in the right position for it. 1 gone, and they'll bring up the right fielder, Garrett Anderson. First pitch on the way from Silva. Ground ball to the mound. Going to be a tough play, and he's safe. Garrett Anderson with an infield single. And things have just gotten a little bit interesting here in the 9th. That'll bring Elvis Andrus to the plate. Runner on first, 1 out. The pitch. Swing the line drive, and that's a base hit into left field. Stopping at second is Anderson, and this tying run now in scoring position for the Justifieds. Now bring up the first baseman, Alex Avila. Silva has him in a full count. Alex Avila, historically a really good eye. We'll see what he can do here against Silva. The pitch, ground ball to second, could be 2 to short for 1. The relay in time, and that'll do it for game 1. The Kansas City Rack of Ribs survive. Final score 2-1, and they lead the series 1-0. Ooh, boy, that was a matchup right there. Take a look at the box score here. Galland 2 for 4 with the only 2 RBIs this game. The 2-run homer in the bottom of the first, and they just held out from there. Jesse Barnes, a great outing from him. 7 Ks in 2 hits in 7 innings, just shutting down the Raylan offense, and then Carlos Silva doing it from there. Did give up the run, however, it was unearned because of the error by Parkinson. Actually, no, that was an error by Larry Gardner, which led to that run being scored. Got to tip your cap, though, to Jose Mendez, sticking it out for 7 2/3, 8 hits, 2 runs, 4 Ks, and 3 walks. And then the home run, the only real big blemish on his record today, the 2-run homer by Augie Galland in the first. So Kansas City takes game 1. Let's take a look at game 2 really quickly. So for game 2, the Kansas City Rack-A-Ribs looking to end it. Jerry Royce going to be taking the mound for him in this one, with C.J. Wilson on the mound for the Raylan Justifieds. Kansas City leads the series 1-0. Jerry Royce, always a tough customer. He's had a couple of starts, however, his last one was a little bit more rockier than his first one. First outing, 8 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 9 Ks to 0 walks, 11 ground balls to 3 fly balls too. That is a quintessential Jerry Royce start. However, in their game against Plus Ultra, he only went 4 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, and a homer, 4 Ks, no walks, still 5 ground balls to 3 fly balls. So the ground balls were down a little bit, but he is still always a tough customer. But he is also pitching at 70%. So that could factor in to how well he does. C.J. Wilson, take a look at him. His only start, 8 2/3, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 7 Ks, 2 walks, 13 fly balls to 6 ground balls. We'll see what he can do here in game number 2, which should be coming in any minute now. So will the Kansas City Rack-A-Ribs complete the sweep and win the Cupid Childs, or will it be the Raylan Justifieds? And apparently, Hero Driver, that's their son's team. So, Hero Driver, get your son in here. Get him in here. Watch his team, on the stream. Game 2 is in. Here we go. Game 2, Kansas City up 1-0 in the series. Jelly Gardner will lead things off for the Rack-A-Ribs against C.J. Wilson. Game could be for the Cupid Childs, or it could be for a game 3. Ground ball to third, an easy play there by Harry Williams for out number 1 here in the first inning. We move on to the top of the second. Still no score. Starlin Castro at the plate for the Rack-A-Ribs, facing C.J. Wilson. Wilson has him in a 2-2 count. Cecil Cooper on first with 1 out. 2-2 on the way to Castro, and that one's lined down the right field line. He'll go all the way into the corner. Cooper rounding second, heading for third. We'll see if they try to score him. And they will stop him at third. It's a double for Starlin Castro, and the Rack-A-Ribs have a couple in scoring position. So that will bring up the DH, Jesus Aguilar. Not as good against lefties, but still decent enough. Let's see what he does here. The 0-1 from Wilson. Swinging a ground ball to short. This will get the run in. Throw to first from the shortstop, Andrews, in time for the second out. And the Rack-A-Ribs, Cooper, will cross the plate to make it 1-0. Still stay in the top of the second. Castro on second. 2 outs for Al Libke. Iron outfielder getting the start today. The 0-1 from Wilson, swinging a fly ball, and it's going to float in for a base hit. Here comes Castro for the plate. He will score, and the Rack of Ribs are up 2-0 here in the second. We move ahead to the top of the third. Still 2-0. Wilson still on the mound. Christian Robinson at second base with 2 outs as Cecil Cooper comes to the plate. Count 1-0, the pitch from Wilson. Line drive up the middle for a base hit. Here comes Robinson for third. He's going to round third and try to come on home. The throw from Gianfrido is not in time. And the Rack of Ribs increase their lead. It's now 3-0. Rack of Ribs in business here early in this one. Bottom 5. Jerry Royce having a great performance so far. However, he has 2 outs with a runner on second here for Otto Nabe. Full count pitch coming from the lefty, and that one's blasted into right field. Going back, looking up, it's gone. Ball go far for Otto Nabe. And the deficit is cut down to 1. On a full count from Jerry Royce, Otto Nabe, probably the last guy you would think would hit a homer, goes yard. But here come the Rack of Ribs here in the top of the 7th. Bases loaded, nobody out for Reese McGuire. Huge opportunity to possibly put this game away. The 0-1 pitch to McGuire, swing a line drive, base hit right field. Castro scores. Aguilar stops at third. It's an RBI single for Reese McGuire. Make it 4-2 Rack of Ribs. They get a run back. Couple batters later, Jelly Gardner does not advance the runner or score anybody. So here's Joey Wendell. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Wendell not a good hitter against lefties. We'll see what he can do here against the guy who's good against lefties. C.J. Wilson. 2-2 on the way. Popped up. Left field. Should be deep enough. Cordova lines it up. Makes the play. Here comes Aguilar. He will score easily. And it's 5-2 Rack of Ribs. They get those 2 runs back. Bottom 8. Clay Meredith on the mound for the Rack of Ribs. Starting to get into the back end of their bullpen here. Looking to try to close it out. JT Snow with 1 out. Nobody on. Here in the 8th, the 1-1. Swing a line drive, and that's going to be a base hit down the left field line. They'll go near to the corner. Picking it up out there is Robinson. Throws it back in quickly, and Snow slides in safely with a 1-out double. Runner in scoring position now for the Justifieds. Now with 2 outs, Elvis Andrews got out somehow. Garrett Anderson at the plate. 2 outs, runner on second. The 2-0 pitch from Meredith. Swinging a line drive, and that one's deep into right center field, and it's off the top of the wall. Anderson heading for second. He's going to round second and head for third. He is safe. RBI triple for Garrett Anderson. And the Justifieds are back within 2. It's 5-3. Garrett Anderson against an extreme ground baller in Clay Meredith. A great piece of hitting there. And that will bring up Marty Cordova. Runner on third, 2 outs. The 1-1 from Meredith. Swing a line drive left field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Marty Cordova an RBI single. And all of a sudden, the Justifieds are back within 1. It's 5-4. Scott Livingstone will pinch hit here as against Clay Meredith, who has been shook up in this inning, but they're still going with him. Runner on first, 2 outs, 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will end the inning. We head to the 9th. Bottom 9, Mike Maddox looking to close it out for the Rack of Ribs, trying to close out a Cupid Childs. Boy, both of these teams would probably love a Cupid Childs right about now. Let's see who wants it more. Al Gianfrido will lead things off here against Maddox. Count is 3-1. Gianfrido has a good eye. We'll see what he does with it. And he does draw a walk. So Raylan draws a lead-off walk, and that will bring up Joe Odom, the catcher. Maddox has him in a 2-2 count. The pitch. Swing the ground ball. Softly to short. Going to be tough. The throw gets away. It gets away from Starlin Castro. He dove for it. Threw to first. He just couldn't make the throw. So that will put second and third with nobody out. And all of a sudden a base hit possibly wins the game for the Justifieds. Big at-bats coming here for the home team. Here's Harold Reynolds, the DH. Maddox has him in a 2-1 count. The infield is in. Outfield looks to be in regular depth. The 2-1 from Maddox. Swing the ground ball sharply to second, but it can't be handled by LeMahieu. They kept it in front of him, and it's going to be an infield single for Harold Reynolds. We are tied at 5. It is all falling apart for the Rack of Ribs here in the late innings. The game-winning run is on third with nobody out. Otto Nabe at the plate. We saw him go yard off of Jerry Royce earlier. Can he bring some heroics here in the ninth? The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. They will get the out at first. They were playing a little too far in to get the out at second. But Castro makes the play calmly. One gone. And the base is open. You could potentially walk JT Snow here if you are the Rack of Ribs, but now you just took Mike Maddox out of the game. It's now Mike Mims' game right now. Runners on second and third with one out. 1-2 count on JT Snow, lefty on lefty matchup here. The 1-2 on the way. Swing, did he go? Yes, he did, says the third base umpire. JT Snow does not like that call, but it's strike 3, 2 gone here in the ninth. And that will bring up Elvis Andrus. Another chance to end this game for the Justifieds. First pitch on the way from Mims. Swinging a pop-up into right field. Should be playable for Lipke, and it is. The Justifieds tie the game, but they could have won it a couple of times. We have bonus baseball here in Game 2 as we are getting raided by one Yukarin Kazumi. Our good pal Yuka raiding us tonight. You just caught us in a great moment here. We are going to the 10th inning here in Game 2 of the finals. Kansas City up 1-0 in the series. Kansas City was up 5-2 going into the bottom of the 8th. But Raylan scored 2 in the 8th, and they scored 1 in the 9th on an infield single by Harold Reynolds to tie this game, and we are into the 10th. Jelly Gardner will lead things off against the Justifieds closer, David Hale. One of those ground ball types. 3-2 pitch to the leadoff man Gardner, and that one's grounded right back to the mound. Going to be a tough play for Hale, and it's an infield single for Jelly Gardner. Leadoff infield single for the Rack of Ribs center fielder. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell, the third baseman. Runner on third, nobody out. Runner on first, nobody out. And that one's driven way back in the left. Ball go far for Joey Wendell. Oppo Taco for the Rack of Ribs third baseman. And it's 7-5. So much for a ground ball type when Joey Wendell's at the plate. 367 feet on the shot. And I'll bring up Cecil Cooper. One out, nobody on, the 1-1. And that one is floated into right field for a base hit. 2 outs now as Cooper somehow, I guess, either got picked off or something. And now it's 2 outs, nobody on. 2-1 to DJ LeMahieu. The pitch. Ground ball, base hit, left field. 2 out single for LeMahieu. Let's see if they can do anything with it, and they won't. Bottom 10, Mike Mims still on the mound, looking to try to close this out now. Garrett Anderson will lead things off. 3-0 count quickly on Anderson. 3-0 on the way. He walked him, ball 4. Oh, we all knew what happened. We all know what happens when leadoff walks happen. We'll see what he can do here. Here's Marty Cordova. Good hitter against left-handed pitching. We'll see what he can do here. Count 1-2. The pitch on the way. Swing to the chopper. Back to the catcher for second for 1, but that's all they'll get. Great play there by Reese McGuire to throw down quickly and get the out at second of Anderson. Cordova safe at first. And with 1 out, here's Mike Aviles to pinch hit. Count 2-1. The pitch on the way. Swinging a pop-up into center field. Playable for Gardner. Makes the play. Staying at first is Cordova. Kind of feigned tagging up, but it was not deep enough. 2 gone, 1 out to get for the rack of ribs. Al Gianfrido at the plate. Lefty on lefty matchup here. The wind, the 1-0. Ground ball to short, to second, and they get the out. Then the rack of ribs will be feasting on a rack of ribs tonight. They win This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown, episode 69. Congratulations to the rack of ribs. Some Kansas City cooking is on the menu tonight, as well as a Cupid Childs. Some tight games in this series, some back and forth. But oh man, what a game that was. Congratulations to the Kansas City rack of ribs, and BBQ for me in the chat. Enjoy your Cupid Childs. And the Justifieds are not going home empty-handed tonight. They are going home with a special edition catcher, A.J. Pierzynski from the Chicago White Sox. Probably one of the best tournament SE catchers that we have available in the SE collection. So some good stuff coming both of our competitors' ways tonight. Holy moly, what a game, what a series, what a tournament we had tonight, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. This was fun, as always. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow, Yukar and Kazumi's Baseball Bingo at 9 o'clock Eastern. Sunday, we have DRC's Perfect League World Series and my Perfect Team Weekly Prep, which I will quickly preview for you guys. With the fact that, as of right now, my pack-only team, which we are going to open all the packs on stream, they currently have 68 packs. And it's going to be more by Sunday night. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. This has been fun. I will see you on Sunday for the Perfect Team Weekly Prep. You can also follow me on Twitch at Dishnet34. I play a few other games as well over there and do some pack ripping streams every once in a while. Yes, I'm going to be online Sunday. Oh, baby. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at OTP Developments and at OTP Perfect Team. Join our Discord at discord.gg/OOTP. And be sure to hit that heart button down there in the bottom right-hand corner to be notified every time we stream on the channel. Have a good night, everybody. Dishnet34, signing out.